Do you think that people have a strong enough connection with the land?
Absolutely not.
How come?
Because society has now deemed people against nature rather than people harmonizing with nature. So nature is a threat and it's threatening people, and there's not enough people who connect with the land to share that information with everyone who doesn't connect.
Why do you think that is?
Because they think it's called evolution.
Do you feel like you have a deep enough connection with the land?
No,
No? How come? What keeps you from getting out on the land?
because I live in a city and I don't know enough to live off the land for, let's say, 3 days without anything.
Is that something you'd like to learn more about?
I want to learn it, but I don't want to do it.
Ah, interesting. Why don't you want to do it?
Because it'll be hard work.
It'll be hard work. So is it scared or lazy or something else?
I just think it's hesitance.
I'm just trying to understand where that hesitance comes from, because there's people all over the place who maybe would like to have a deeper connection with the land, but there's reasons why they don't. And what I'm trying to understand more about is, what are those reasons? What are those things that keep people from being on the land and spending time on the land?
It's definitely connected to what I said earlier, people against nature rather than people connecting and harmonizing with it. So I think there's, like, since I was born in the city, raised in the city, that's where it's coming from.
So it's just a hesitancy based on some of the things that you were raised with, or some of the things you pick up from society?
Yes.
Is nature something that you're afraid of?
No.
But it sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Herbie has a dip in his back.
Yeah. What advice would you give to yourself to help you, say, learn how to spend 3 days on the land by yourself?
Nike just do it?
Are you going to do it?
Probably not.
How come?
Because I have things to do.
Like?
Work.
Yeah?
My radio show.
Yeah?
Friends. I'm not gonna do my friends, but, like, spend time with them.
Yeah? Right. So there's lots of stuff that keeps you off the land: responsibilities, employment, and your friends aren't there.
Yes.
What if your friends were there?
They would ruin everything because they're super chaotic.
Jade, something I'm trying to learn more about is people's relationship with the land and why it is the way that it is. And I'm curious, how would you describe your relationship to the land?
It's something. I do feel like I'm somewhat more connected than some people are, but it's still not the best, because I do tend to stick to places that people have already traveled on, like trails and such. And I don't really stay out for very long either. So, like, I do want to develop the skills, but they're not the most developed yet. And the learning process is slow. I want to learn it, but I'm also slightly reluctant, and I have no idea why.
It's that reluctance that I'm really curious about, because I think a lot of people feel it, and I think that there's probably different reasons for a lot of people. Any ideas for what might be causing that reluctance in you?
It might partly be because of not liking to be out of my comfort zone all the time, and it's something I kind of push myself out of sometimes, but not to the extent that it could be.
So inside it's warm and cozy and it's what you know and you just want to
Yeah.
stay safe in your comfort zone.
I mean, there is something exciting about, you know, pushing past it and seeing what you can actually endure. It's getting to that point where it's actually willing to push yourself outside of your comfort zone that could be a lot more difficult.
Mm.
And I think that's the reluctant part, is getting into the mindset of trying something new,
Yeah.
learning something and actually taking the time to learn it.
I find that really interesting, the idea of being on the land as something to endure, because there's definitely a place where you can develop your skills where it's actually more comfortable being on the land than it is being even at home, being in a city. But not everybody gets the chance to get there because it can be uncomfortable developing those skills and learning what to do and when to do it and how to do it. And yeah, that skill development can be pretty important, but the mindset of it being something to endure, that's a difficult thing to get over. Yeah. What advice would you give to yourself to help you push past that comfort zone a little bit and spend more time on the land?
Maybe taking smaller steps and focusing on the next thing rather than the big picture right away. So like learning smaller skills and like using those as building blocks, or like stepping off the trail a little bit rather than, you know, choosing a whole new direction.
All right.
I don't really, you know, go off the trails too much. I haven't learned enough skills to fully be on the land, which is something I would like to do. But for some reason, that dream is like slightly.
Can we have a redo? Herbie, you're awful. Thanks.
You're welcome. Ah, sand in my eye!